in beginning demolition.
But we could put that, are we putting that in writing on the latest bid that we want this done within 2 weeks after bid acceptance?
Well, it will take them longer than, I mean, it will take them probably a good month to 6 weeks to demolish the building and clear the site.
She's saying they'd
You
start
know,
within 2
you
weeks.
need to give them time to look at their work schedule and begin. They could begin demolishing probably within 2 weeks.
I just don't want it to stretch out into November,
Right.
October.
Snow.
I want to make sure, I just would feel comfortable if something was in writing. And Nick, I don't know how
I
you,
mean, we can put that in the bid
I want something done
documents.
By the
I
end of
want
the
this
calendar year?
completed, well,
Is that realistic?
at the end of October.
Yeah, I'm not the construction expert.
Right.
So,
Nick Minnick, do you think that's fair? I mean, from a construction perspective?
Yeah, we can dictate the terms as far as schedule within the bid to allow for the project to be done at that time. That's not an issue, and that would be reasonable for us to do.
Okay. Thank you. So I guess then, do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion that we put it out for bid.
With timelines that have to be met.
Oh,
yes.
yes? Okay, so let me change that. I would make a motion that we reject the current quotes and put the demolition project out for bid with timeline, deadlines within the, bid.
And I will second that. Any other discussion?
I wonder, Nick, does that, if we do that, if we say that we have a timeline on it, does that increase the price for any of the contractors? Do you know what I
That's
mean?
going to
Like,
depend on the contractor. It'll be contractor dependent based on their schedule and availability. So we may have contractors that choose to bid a higher number because it's inconvenient for them to complete that in that timeline. But we may also have contractors that have capacity and are able to not factor that into their price. So there is a chance of that. There's always a chance that when we rebid, and there's a good chance that when we rebid things, prices come in a little higher. But only receiving 2 bids and doing this as a public bid instead of a quote, which we still had several quote packages sent out. I'm hopeful that we can keep within a reasonable budget and get the project done on a reasonable timeline too.
Well, and with some of the new people that have never done business with the city that have shown interest, that could help this situation.
And
would be a
I'll
great
also add that since there are people that are interested and may not have done business with the city, we can also put in the specifications some requirements to ensure they're qualified. So having them list some qualifications in addition to the bid in order to make sure that the city's protected and not getting a contractor that's biting off a little more than they can chew.
And Nick, I also want to be fair to the contractor. I don't want to put a time frame on that's can't be completed. I don't want to set them up for failure, but I also want this done this fall if possible. Fall, early winter. Nick?